Good morning, Facebook world. Welcome to episode 28 of Annihilating Anxiety. So today's topic, we're going to get straight into it. It is a topic of managing your sleep. I'll tell you now that ultimately how you sleep will really determine your productivity for the next day. And if you've had a shit night's sleep, you are not going to be feeling great and energized and excited and ready to go for the next day. But the bigger challenge is that, hopefully you can still hear me, hopefully all is good. The bigger challenge is that often a busy mind, just a bit of a distraction in the background, a busy mind will make it really hard for you to actually fall asleep and fall asleep to a deep level. So one of the things that you need to be able to do is get into the practice of being able to switch off your mind, your thoughts before you go to sleep. Now, in the past, when I've gone through my challenges, my journey in this area, I found it very hard to sleep. And I've certainly come across some strategies that have helped me sleep and switch off my mind. Excellent. Truck's going away. Now, let me just run through some of those strategies. First thing that I highly recommend that everyone does is develop a warm down routine. So if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, 2 hours before you're going to bed, so let's say 8 o'clock, you need to start on your warm down routine. What that could look like, sound like, whatever for you, is you need to make sure that there's no distractions going on, or there's no conversations going on that could create thought bubbles. So do not try to avoid having deeper, meaningful conversations before you go to bed. It's just not a good idea, because your brain's gonna meditate, and your brain's gonna certainly chew on those thoughts as long as you are trying to go to sleep at night. All right, so as much as possible, have a warm down routine 2 hours before you go into bed, just like you would do with kids. Right. The second thing I suggest that you do is declutter your bedroom. Morning, Bernice. Declutter your bedroom as much as possible so that there's no things that your brain could catch onto and have extra thoughts about. Right. It's all about managing the thought activity before you go into sleep. Next thing, one thing that's really worked for me is definitely using holosync or hypnotic music, playing that in my earphones as I drift off to sleep, because that's really great. We all know, everybody knows that listening to the rain is a really soothing experience for most people, right? The thing is, if you can put your brain in an environment where it can organically shut down, your brain's going to really appreciate it. It really will. Now, next level up, I have done all of those things, but then, for example, had a distraction, had an open loop, had something go on, maybe an argument with someone, or just something unexpected has happened. Morning, Lindsay. And in that moment, my brain is just spiked in the amount of thoughts that I've had, and it's just been crazy. And, I haven't been able to sleep for 2 or 3 hours, if not all night, all right? And in those moments, I've had to look at getting something else, and recently I've come across a magnesium cream that I've been able to rub on myself and be pretty much asleep within 5 minutes. And that's been really, really powerful. So let's recap, let's rewind. Ultimately, if you want to be productive each day, you need to be focused on your sleep routine, as odd as that is. Because ultimately, energy management and getting good at that is really, really, really important, okay? And the thing is, if you've got a lack of sleep, there's a higher probability you're going to fall into anxiety, because you're going to have less energy or mental energy to be able to attach and attend to those thoughts that may be getting in the way of your ease and your peace of mind. So I want to encourage you, if you are someone that's traveling through anxiety, definitely check out these strategies. Definitely put focus on your warm down routine, and for example, don't watch TV in those last couple of hours, because there may be something that happens on TV that you're like, oh, I got to think about that, right? Don't make any big life decisions in those 2 hours before you're about to go to sleep, right? Second thing is definitely declutter your bedroom. And next one, check out some holosync music or any kind of hypnotic music. Even to go on to YouTube, there's lots of meditation music that you can just play in the background. That's great. And then third of all, check out this cream. It really helped me out, and I can pretty much fall asleep within 5 minutes. And it's been phenomenal. Wake up really having a lot of energy as well. But anyway, I just wanted to share those because I see people that struggle to sleep really struggle to perform the next day. Hope it's been helpful. Hope to see you on tomorrow's episode of Annihilating Anxiety. Have a great day. Bye.